What if I told you that the universe has special messages in store for those born under the sign of Virgo? Have you ever noticed how certain situations in your life seem to repeat themselves, as if the cosmos were trying to teach you something very important? Well, today you'll discover 10 powerful spiritual messages that can completely transform the way you see your journey. If you're a Virgo or have someone special in your life with this sign, this video will reveal ancient secrets that few know. What you're about to learn could be the key to unlocking your full spiritual potential and finally finding the inner peace you so desperately seek. But be careful. If you leave now, you might miss the opportunity to understand why certain energies always gravitate toward you and how to use them to your advantage. Prepare yourself for a revelation that will connect you directly with your deepest essence. These messages are no coincidence. They came to you at the exact moment you needed to hear them. Stay with me until the end, because the final message will surprise you in ways you never imagined. First message: your search for perfection is a sacred gift. The universe wants you to know something fundamental about your Virgo nature. This constant need to strive for perfection is not a flaw, as many may have led you to believe throughout your life. In fact, it is a sacred gift you brought into this incarnation to serve humanity in a very special way. When you feel that restlessness in the face of what you consider imperfect, know that you are receiving a direct message from the cosmos. Your soul chose this characteristic because it has a very important mission on this earthly plane. You came to show the world that there is beauty in the details, that care and dedication can transform any situation. But here is the secret that few understand. The true perfection you seek is not found in external things. It is in the process, in the journey, in the love you put into every small gesture. Every time you dedicate yourself with care to something, you are radiating a very powerful healing energy to everyone around you. The universe whispers to you through this distinctive characteristic. He's saying that you have a natural talent for seeing beyond appearances, for perceiving what needs to be adjusted, improved, or transformed. This isn't destructive criticism, it's spiritual insight in action. So the next time someone tells you you're too demanding, remember this message. You're not being difficult. You're fulfilling your divine purpose. Your attention to detail is a form of meditation, a way of being present in the moment and offering your best to the world. Continue to honor this gift, but always remember to direct the same compassion you offer others toward yourself. Second message: you are a natural channel of healing and service. There's something very special about Virgo energy that the cosmos wants you to deeply understand. You were born with an innate ability to perceive what others need, even when they themselves don't. This sensitivity isn't a weakness. It's a spiritual superpower that few possess in this world. How many times have you found yourself helping someone without even thinking twice? How many situations have you resolved simply because you saw something needed to be done? This is no coincidence. It's your soul fulfilling one of its most important spiritual contracts. You came to be an instrument of healing and transformation in people's lives. The universe works through you in a very subtle yet extremely powerful way. When you offer a word of comfort, when you solve a practical problem, when you simply be present for someone, you are channeling divine energy. Your presence has the power to calm inner storms and bring order to chaos. But here's a profound truth that needs to be revealed. To continue being this channel of light, you need to care for your own energy. The cosmos is reminding you that you can't give what you don't have. Your most important act of service is sometimes saying no, setting boundaries, and making time for your own spiritual renewal. There's a reason you feel this constant need to be of service. Your soul knows that through service, you connect with the divine. Every small gesture of care you offer is weaving a web of light around you. You are planting seeds of love that will blossom in ways you may never fully see. Continue honoring this sacred calling, but remember that caring for yourself isn't selfish. It's a spiritual responsibility. The world needs your light to shine brightly and constantly. Third message: your analytical mind is a divine tool. The cosmos wants to reveal something extraordinary about how your mind works. This ability you have to analyze, to break down complex situations into smaller parts and understand every detail, is not just a personality trait. It's a powerful spiritual tool that has been placed in your hands for a very specific purpose. When you find yourself thinking deeply about a situation, considering every possible angle, know that you are exercising a very heightened form of connection with universal wisdom. Your mind isn't simply processing information. It's decoding messages from the universe and finding solutions that others can't even see. There's a reason you can see patterns where others see only confusion. Your soul gave you this ability to help not only yourself, but to be a guiding light for everyone around you. When someone is lost in their own emotions or circumstances, you can offer clarity and direction. But the universe also wants you to know something very important. Your analytical mind works best when it's in balance with your heart. Sometimes the answer you seek comes not through thought, but through intuition. Learn to trust that first feeling, that knowing that arises without logical explanation. Your analytical ability is like a spiritual microscope. It allows you to see the truth behind appearances, to understand the real motivations of people and situations. Use this tool with wisdom and compassion. It's not always necessary to verbalize everything you perceive. Sometimes the greatest wisdom lies in simply understanding and acting with love. Now, I want to make a special request to you who are watching this video. If these messages resonate with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. And tell me in the comments which city you're watching from. Your energy contributing to our community makes all the difference. Let's continue together on this journey of spiritual discovery. Fourth message. The universe invites you to let go of control. This is one of the most challenging messages the cosmos has for Virgo children, but also one of the most liberating. Your natural need to organize, plan, and control every detail of life needs to find a sacred balance with the art of trusting the universal flow. The universe isn't asking you to abandon your organizational qualities, which are truly precious. It's inviting you to understand that there is a much greater intelligence operating through life, and that sometimes the greatest wisdom lies in allowing this divine force to work through you, not against you. Think about how many times you've exhausted yourself trying to control situations that were beyond your control. How many nights of sleep have you lost worrying about details that might never even come to fruition? The cosmos wants to remind you that this energy could be directed much more powerfully. There is a subtle but profound difference between responsibility and obsessive control. Responsibility comes from love and genuine care. Excessive control stems from fear and distrust in the natural process of life. Your soul knows the difference even when your mind is still learning to distinguish. The true message here is about sacred surrender. When you do your part with love and dedication, you can trust that the universe conspires to make everything fall into place in the best possible way. This doesn't mean being passive or irresponsible. It means acting purposefully, and then allowing life to unfold in its infinite wisdom. Start practicing small acts of trust today. Allow others to do things their way, even if it's not exactly how you would do it. Watch how this new attitude brings more peace and harmony into your life. True control comes from within, from mastering your own reactions and choices. Fifth message. You have a special connection to the earth. The universe wants to reveal something very special about your Virgo nature that you may not yet have fully grasped. There is a deep and sacred connection between you and the earth's energy that goes far beyond what most people experience. Have you ever noticed how good you feel when you are in contact with nature? How a simple walk outdoors can calm your mind and renew your energy? This isn't just personal preference. It's soul recognition. You are tuning into the planet's vibrational frequency, which resonates perfectly with your spiritual essence. Your need for order and organization reflects the wisdom of nature itself. Notice how everything in nature has its place, its time, its purpose. The seasons follow a perfect rhythm. Plants grow in the right sequence. Animals know exactly what to do in each moment. This is the same energy flowing through you. The cosmos is whispering to you to enjoy this natural connection more. When you care for plants, organize your space, and prepare food with love, you are participating in a sacred ritual of harmony with the earth. Every small gesture of care for the environment around you is a prayer in action. There is an ancient wisdom dormant within your cells that understands natural cycles, the healing properties of plants, the energy of crystals, and the magic of the elements. You don't need to study this in books. You just need to awaken the memory that already exists within you. The earth has much to teach those who know how to listen with their hearts. Start paying more attention to the signs she offers. The scent of a flower that appears in your path, the way certain stones catch your eye, the sense of peace that certain landscapes awaken in you. All of these are messages of love from the planet that welcomes you on this journey. Sixth message. Your humility is a higher form of wisdom. One of the most beautiful characteristics of the Virgo soul is this natural tendency toward humility. But the universe wants you to understand the true spiritual power that lies behind this quality. Your humility isn't pettiness, it's greatness in disguise. When you prefer to work behind the scenes, when you recognize that there's always more to learn, when you value a job well done more than public recognition, you're demonstrating a very ancient wisdom. You intuitively understand that true power doesn't need to make noise to manifest itself. The cosmos observes with admiration your ability to find fulfillment in the process, not just the end result. While others seek applause and external validation, you find deep satisfaction in the quality of what you offer. This is enlightenment in action, even if you don't perceive it that way. But there's an important message here that needs to be heard. Humility doesn't mean diminishing yourself or denying your talents. The universe gave you specific gifts to share with the world. When you hide your light through excessive modesty, you deprive others of the healing and inspiration your energy can offer. True spiritual humility recognizes that we are all instruments of something much greater. You don't need to take credit for the wisdom that flows through you, but neither should you deny that this wisdom exists. There's a subtle but important difference between humility and self-deprecation. The world needs people like you, who make a difference through small, consistent gestures, who build with patience and dedication, who bring quality to everything they touch. Your humility is a form of love in action. Continue to honor this quality, but also remember to honor the unique gifts that came through you to bless this world. Seventh message. Work is your sacred form of meditation. The universe wants to reveal something transformative about your relationship with work and daily tasks. For you, work is not just an obligation or a means of subsistence. It is a sacred way of being present in the world, of offering your loving energy tangibly and constantly. When you dedicate yourself to a task with attention and care, you are practicing one of the highest forms of meditation there is. Your concentration on details, your pursuit of excellence, your satisfaction in seeing something well done, all these are expressions of spiritual devotion and action. There is something very special about the way you can find meaning in even the simplest activities. Organizing a drawer, preparing a meal, solving a practical problem, all become sacred rituals when done with the awareness and love you naturally bring to your actions. The cosmos wants you to know that your ability to transform work into loving service is a rare and precious gift. Many people work only out of obligation. You work as a form of expression of your soul. Every task you perform with dedication raises the vibration of the environment around you. But here's a profound truth that needs to be understood. For your work to remain this sacred form of meditation, it must be aligned with your deepest values. When you work solely for money or external pressure, you lose that magical connection that makes everything meaningful. The universe encourages you to seek ways of working that honor your need to serve, to improve, to make a difference. This doesn't necessarily mean changing careers. It can simply mean changing the intention with which you do what you already do. When work flows through the heart, everything becomes active prayer. Eighth message. Your intuition speaks through the body. This is a very special message that the cosmos has for you. Although you are known for your analytical and logical mind, you have a very unique way of receiving intuitive guidance. Your intuition doesn't arrive through dramatic visions or sudden revelations. It whispers through the sensations in your body. Have you ever noticed how your stomach tightens when something isn't right? How your hands fidget when you need to make an important decision? How your entire body relaxes when you're on the right path? These aren't just physical reactions. They're direct messages from your inner wisdom. Your body is like an extremely sensitive spiritual radar. It picks up energies, intentions, and possibilities long before your mind can logically process what's happening. When you learn to listen to these bodily messages, you gain access to an infallible source of guidance. The universe chose this particular form of communication with you because it understands your practical, earthly nature. You trust something you can physically feel more than ethereal inspirations. Your soul knows this and uses your body as an instrument of divine revelation. Start paying more attention to these subtle sensations today. Before making important decisions, stop for a moment and feel how your body reacts to different possibilities. Notice the difference between the tension that arises when something is wrong and the expansion you feel when you are aligned with your true path. There is ancient wisdom stored in the cells of your body that knows truths your mind is still discovering. When you honor this form of intuition, you are accessing a source of knowledge that will never lead you astray. Trust what your body is telling you. It is your most reliable guide on this earthly journey. Ninth message. You came to teach by example. The cosmos has a powerful revelation about your soul's purpose in this incarnation. You didn't come to be a teacher who speaks from a pulpit, but rather someone who teaches through the way you live, work, and relate to the world around you. Your quiet but consistent way of making a difference inspires more people than you can imagine. When someone observes your dedication, your integrity, and your ability to find practical solutions to complex problems, they are receiving a valuable lesson about how to live with purpose and excellence. You teach that greatness lies not in spectacular gestures, but in the consistent quality of small acts. Every time you fulfill a promise, every time you deliver more than expected, every time you treat others with respect and consideration, you are planting seeds of transformation in the collective consciousness. The universe chose you to demonstrate that it is possible to live with integrity in a world that often values appearance over substance. Your authenticity, your work ethic, your ability to remain true to your principles even when it's difficult, all of this serves as a beacon for other souls seeking their own path. But here's something important the cosmos wants you to understand. You don't have to be perfect to be an inspiring example. In fact, your humanity, your ability to recognize mistakes and keep trying, your small imperfections that you so often criticize in yourself, all of this makes your example even more powerful and accessible. Continue to be the stable and reliable presence that you naturally are. The world needs people like you, who demonstrate that it is possible to live with purpose, serve with joy, and build something meaningful through daily dedication. Your life is your most eloquent message. 10th message. True love begins with self-care. This is perhaps the most transformative message the universe has for you right now. Your naturally generous and caring nature toward others needs to be directed inward, toward the most important person on your journey, yourself. The cosmos watches with loving concern as you tirelessly dedicate yourself to the well-being of others, but often forget to apply the same compassion and patience to yourself. You have very high standards for your own performance, but offer infinite understanding when others fail to meet those same expectations. There is a profound wisdom that needs to be awakened within you. You cannot give what you do not possess. When you care for yourself with love, when you honor your needs, when you treat yourself with the same kindness you offer others, you are actually expanding your capacity to serve and love. Your perfectionism, which is such a beautiful quality when directed outward, can become a very cruel internal tyrant when you use it against yourself. The universe wants to remind you that you are an evolving human being, not a machine that must function perfectly all the time. Start today by treating yourself as you would your best friend. When you make a mistake, instead of harshly criticizing yourself, ask yourself, what would I say to someone I love if they were going through the same situation? Offer yourself that same compassion and encouragement. Self-love is not narcissism or selfishness. It is the recognition that you are a precious instrument of the divine, and that taking good care of this instrument is your sacred responsibility. When you truly love yourself, you radiate an energy that effortlessly heals and inspires everyone around you. We've reached the end of this spiritual journey together, and I hope each of these messages touched something deep within your heart. The universe didn't send you to this video by chance. Every word you heard today was destined to reach your ears at this very moment in your life. Always remember, you are far more powerful and special than you imagine. Your Virgo nature is not a collection of random characteristics. It is a sacred design created specifically for the unique purposes your soul came to fulfill in this incarnation. Every quality you possess, from your attention to detail to your natural ability to serve, are divine tools placed in your hands. Most importantly, start honoring who you truly are today. Stop apologizing for your need for excellence, your sensitivity, your careful way of seeing the world. These are your spiritual superpowers disguised as personality traits. If this content made a difference in your life, I have a special request. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. This way, you'll be the first to receive all the spiritual messages the universe has prepared for you and other signs as well. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 messages touched your heart the most? Which one arrived exactly when you needed to hear it most? Write in the comments below and share your experience with us. Your energy connecting with our community strengthens us all on this spiritual journey. And if you know someone born under the sign of Virgo who could benefit from these messages, share this video with that special someone. Sometimes we are instruments of the universe.